Block. One of the last abilities I'll be talking about before the big update. Block is considered a support and a survivalist ability. Block's an ability to outsmart and paranoid the killer. So, how does it work? Once the ability is used, you stay still for 2 seconds while making mostly all the attacks will be blocked, while also giving 10 HP and a small speed boost when successful. And the killer can't use any of their abilities for 2 seconds. This includes M1s. And the cooldown is 40 seconds while also rewarding you 10 points when successful. But weaknesses come in because of the lack of mind games. Yes, while in the 2 seconds, you can't sprint or walk. So if you fumble a block, the killer can get a free M1. Also, the ability makes you wear a big helmet that the enemy can see, making the killer aware of you having block. Also, block cannot block any of these killer abilities, so be wary of it. But now, when? Best way to use it and land it consistently is protecting and lag teammates. Even in chases, it's nice to support a chase to make it easier for the other civilians. There's 3 things you need to know: patience, prediction, and paranoia, or the PPP for short. Patience is the killer's patience. While the killer is trying to bait a block, they'll be forced to wait, but the longer they wait, the more aggressive they'll get. Around to 1 to 3 seconds, they'll try to M1 you. You can take the advantage of their aggressive play and block. Predicting the killer while mid-chase or protecting someone from the killer, you can predict a M1 and help yourself or teammates survive longer. To make it easier to predict the killer is by their playstyle. There are 3 levels: aggressive, a passive-aggressive, and passive. Aggressive means that the killer doesn't really care if they're going to block an attack and mostly want to get the damage in. Passive-aggressive, they are aggressive but be less aggressive when they see punch, revolver, taunt, banana, and block. They'll be less aggressive when they see these types of players, so they might try to play a block. Passive. These killers will avoid and try to bait out moves like revolver, punch, taunt, and block, and will try to bait a block. That's when patience comes in, so take the advantage. The more you block, the more the killer gets aware. Here's an example. I block this aggressive killer 2 to 3 times, but human brain instincts come in and change their playstyle to passive when they see you and do the one thing to bait out a block: not M1ing. I will talk about more paranoia in techniques. Or you can just react and don't have to do any of the mind game. Now obviously you don't want to fumble your block, especially from her. Harkin has the highest base damage. If in range and has you tangled, she can do 31 damage from a single M1. 2 M1s can do half of your HP, and block can't block tangle, so don't try to block it. Most Harkin players are aggressive, especially if they're in range and tangled a survivor. You can also take the advantage of agitation and block it. Just make sure the Harkin isn't trying to predict your movement and miss. Now, let's talk about more about paranoia.
Hey.
What?
I broke into your setup to talk about block techniques instead of paranoia.
But you barely played DoD.
But I have your script.
Wait, where did you get that?
Okay, first off, you can use your other abilities right after you successfully block. You mostly want to do this with punch, revolver, and taunt. Killers will not expect this. Another thing, if you block Artful Puppet, it slows down and stops Artful from attacking for 2 seconds. And, oh no. Wait, no.
Anyways, paranoia. Just like I said, the more you block, the harder it gets. since the killer can adapt. So how can we get out of their head? Just don't block. Since their patience will make them aggressive, so remember to get out of their head. Block an attack and immediately punch while they least expect it. You can talk once you're a bit severely dense. Block. The reverse is also true. Block a attack and then immediately taunt. Block allows you to help your teammates and yourself by stopping the killer from attacking. And keeping track of their paranoia and playstyle will be easier. This ability might get a small rework, but that doesn't mean strategies won't work. And use the best mind games ability perfectly.